There was a man named Sorrow. Sorrow had just landed a new job at a top IT company. He was proud, confident, and loved his cabin, his badge, and of course, his growing salary. Right outside the office gate, a young man named Sonu had opened a tiny samosa cart. With the small savings he had, every day he had stand under the sun, smiling and calling out, hot samosas, crispy bites of happiness. Sorrow would often look at him and laugh with his colleagues. This guy is selling samosas with so much style. He thinks he is running a five-star restaurant. Sometimes during lunch, Sorrow would still buy a samosas at one or two and say sarcastically, Sonu, ever thought of joining a company like ours? You have got marketing skills. Maybe I will. Sonu would smile and say, maybe, sir. But here I don't need HR approval to change my samosa flavor. 5 years later, Sorrow was now a senior executive. He had a better chair, a higher salary, and more meetings than free time. Across the road, Sonu's cart had turned into a full fledged samosa shop with a name board, seating, a cashier, and even samosa companies. The place was buzzing during lunch hours. One afternoon, Saurav said, not bad, Sonu, but imagine if you used your brains. Company like mine, you would be somewhere by now. Sonu chuckled, sir, I am somewhere big. Next time your office delays your tea break, just come over. I will serve you faster. Now it had been 10 years. Soro was promoted again. He was now a manager, a good title, a higher package, and even less time for lunch. Across the street, Sonu's small shop was gone. In its place now stood a classy restaurant called Sonu's Spice Story. It had glass doors, menu boards, online orders, a manager, and even a waiting line. Saurav walked in one day, more out of curiosity than hunger, and saw Sonu at the counter, wearing a formal shirt and managing staff like a pro. He smirked and said, so finally became a boss of your samosa, huh? Yes, sir. Sonu smiled, and I didn't even need to wait for promotion later. Saurav sat down and said mockingly, Sonu, 10 years in samosas, don't you think you could have done something bigger? Sonu respectfully smiled. Sir, may I say something? Saurav nodded. Sonu replied, 10 years ago, I sold samosas for a basket. You started as an executive. We both earned 10,000 rupees a month back then. Today you are a manager and I own this restaurant. I earn more than you. But that's not the point. Saurav raised an eyebrow. Here is the real difference, sir, Sonu continued. What I built, my children can continue. They won't need to start from zero. But your job, when you retire, the next manager will be someone else. Your kids will have to start where you did at the bottom. He leaned in with a kind smile. Now tell me honestly, who really used their time better? Sorrow sat silently, thinking deeply. He paid the bill, nodded respectfully, and walked back to his office, his mind full of questions. Success is not only about having a good job or earning a high salary, it's about building something meaningful that lasts, something that can grow and continue even after you are gone. Having a job can give you security, but creating your own business or work allows you to leave behind something for the future. Sonu's story teaches us an important lesson. How we use our time matters. It's not about moving up in your career, but about what you mind along the way. Something that can grow with time and be passed down to others. In the end, true success is about creating something bigger than yourself.